Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we're diving into a topic that I know you guys are going to find really interesting, the cars that nobody's buying, and for good reason. We're talking about the vehicles that even the used car market is giving the cold shoulder to. These automotive adventures will be based on Consumer Reports' latest reliability ratings and owner satisfaction surveys. So, buckle up, because we're about to take a bumpy ride through the 6 worst cars that you should probably steer clear of. Let's get started. First up on our list, we have the Fiat 500L. Now I know what you're thinking, the Fiat 500L? That cute little thing? And yeah, it might have a certain quirky charm, but don't let that fool you. This car has been plagued with problems, and I'm not just talking about a few minor hiccups along the way. We're talking about major reliability issues that have left owners stranded, frustrated, and out of pocket. From electrical gremlins to transmission troubles, the 500L seems to have it all. And the worst part? These problems tend to pop up early in the car's life, when it should be running smoothly. But wait, there's more. Not only is the 500L unreliable, but it also suffers from poor owner satisfaction. People who have actually owned this car have reported feeling let down by its performance, its comfort, and frankly, its overall value. It's one thing to have a few mechanical issues here and there, but it's another thing entirely when the people who own the car wouldn't recommend it to their worst enemy. That's not a good sign. So if you're looking for a small car that's going to give you more headaches than happy memories, then sure, the Fiat 500L might be the car for you. But for everyone else out there, I'd say steer clear. There are plenty of other fish in the sea, or in this case, cars on the lot, that won't leave you feeling like you got finessed. Next up on our automotive adventure, we have the Mitsubishi Mirage. Now, Mitsubishi has had its ups and downs over the years, but the Mirage, well, it's definitely been more down than up. This subcompact car has consistently ranked among the lowest in its class, and for a few key reasons. First off, the engine. It's about as powerful as a wet paper bag. I'm not exaggerating. The Mirage's anemic engine struggles to get up to speed, making highway merging an exercise in patience and prayer, and don't even get me started on trying to overtake someone on a 2-lane road. But the Mirage's problems don't stop there. Oh no, we've got a whole laundry list of grievances to air out. The ride is about as comfortable as a buckboard wagon on a cobblestone street. The interior is as bland as unseasoned tofu, and the fuel economy, while decent on paper, doesn't quite make up for the fact that you're basically driving a tin can on wheels. Look, I understand that everyone has different needs and budgets when it comes to buying a car. But even if you're looking for the most affordable option out there, I'd still recommend looking beyond the Mirage. There are plenty of other used cars in its price range that offer a better driving experience, more features, and a lot less regret. Now I know what you're thinking, a Jeep? On a list of the worst cars? What's going on here? And trust me, I get it. Jeeps have a certain reputation, a certain mystique. They're rugged, they're capable, they're built for adventure. But unfortunately, the Jeep Compass seems to have missed the memo. This compact SUV tries to capitalize on the Jeep name, but it falls short in almost every category that matters. Let's start with the fuel economy, or lack thereof. The Compass is about as fuel efficient as a Hummer H2 stuck in traffic. Then there's the performance. It's about as exciting as watching paint dry. The Compass's engine is sluggish, the handling is unresponsive, and the overall driving experience is just plain boring. And for a vehicle that's supposed to embody the spirit of adventure, that's a pretty big letdown. Look, I get it. The Compass has some redeeming qualities. It's got that iconic Jeep styling, and it can handle light off-roading duties if you really need it to. But for the average driver, there are just too many other SUVs out there that offer a better combination of fuel economy, performance, and overall value. Don't get me wrong, I love a good Jeep as much as the next person. But the Compass, it's just not doing it for me. Chapter 4. Dodge Journey to the Repair Shop. Up next, we have the Dodge Journey, a vehicle that's been on the market for what feels like an eternity. And honestly, at this point, it feels like it's showing its age in all the wrong ways. It's plagued with reliability issues, particularly with its transmission. They're expensive to fix, and they can quickly turn your once reliable vehicle into a money pit on wheels. The Journey also has a pretty dismal safety record. There are plenty of other mid-size SUVs out there that offer a better combination of features, performance, and peace of mind. Chapter 5. Ford EcoSport, not so eco, not so sporty. Now we come to the Ford Ecosport, a subcompact SUV that tries to capitalize on the growing popularity of small crossovers. But unfortunately, the Ecosport feels like a swing and a miss for Ford. From its cramped interior to its underwhelming performance, the Ecosport just doesn't quite measure up to the competition. Let's start with the interior. It's small, even for a subcompact SUV. Rear seat passengers will be cramped, and cargo space is limited at best. And if you thought the interior was disappointing, wait till you get a load of the Ecosport's driving dynamics. The engine is anemic, the handling is uninspired, and the overall driving experience is just plain forgettable. And to add insult to injury, the Ecosport's fuel economy isn't even that great, especially when you compare it to other vehicles in its class. Look, I appreciate what Ford was trying to do with the Ecosport. They wanted to create a stylish, affordable, and fuel-efficient subcompact SUV. But unfortunately, the execution just wasn't there. The Ecosport feels like a half-hearted attempt to cash in on a trend, and it shows in every aspect of the vehicle. Chapter 6. Chrysler 200, the final nail in the coffin. Last but not least, we come to the Chrysler 200, a mid-size sedan that, well, let's just say it hasn't exactly set the world on fire. In fact, the Chrysler 200 has consistently been ranked among the worst cars in its class, and for good reason. The 200 has been plagued with problems from day one, most notably its transmission. Chrysler's 9-speed automatic transmission, which was supposed to be a technological marvel, has been anything but. Owners have reported all sorts of issues, from rough shifting to complete transmission failure. And as if the transmission problems weren't bad enough, the 200 also suffers from poor reliability overall. From electrical gremlins to suspension issues, it seems like there's always something going wrong with this car. And when something does go wrong, be prepared to open your wallet wide, because repairs on the 200 are not cheap. But the 200's problems don't stop there. It also has a terrible resale value, which means that if you're ever unfortunate enough to own one of these vehicles, you're going to have a hard time getting rid of it when the time comes. And there you have it, folks, the 6 worst cars that no one is buying, and for good reason. From reliability issues to poor performance, these vehicles have consistently let down owners and automotive critics alike. Remember, buying a car is a big decision, and it's important to do your research before you sign on the dotted line. Don't just take my word for it, though. Be sure to check out Consumer Reports and other reputable sources for unbiased reviews and reliability ratings. These organizations provide valuable insights into the real-world experiences of car owners, helping you make an informed decision when it comes to choosing your next vehicle. There are plenty of great cars out there, so don't settle for one that's going to give you more headaches than happy memories. And there you have it, folks, the 6 worst cars that no one buys according to Consumer Reports. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.